Woohoo! It's Q&A part 3. Answering questions is fun. Just gonna start right away. Only the Good Die Young asked, what shows are your favorite besides our shared love for America's Next Top Model? Yes, our shared love is beautiful. I remember I was so excited when I found out that you liked Top Model. I think it was the first time I slept over your house, and it was really fun. But the other shows that I like besides Top Model are Dancing with the Stars. I've watched that for a couple of years now, and I love it. And I love Make It or Break It, which is over now, but it was such a good show. It was one of my favorites. And I still rewatch it because it was just amazing. And right now I'm watching Beauty and the Beast, which is just fabulous. That show makes me cry tears because it's so amazing. It's like Perfect Jewel. I really like it. It's pretty creative. So I think those are the only 3 shows that are my favorites besides America's Next Top Model. And I think those are actually the no, I mean, I watch other shows. Just a few other ones. But those are my top 4 favorites, including Top Model. Okay. Good Girl asked, opinion on Cut for Bieber. And this topic is not okay at all. And my opinion on it is that it's absolutely ridiculous, because why would you ever harm yourself because of somebody else's actions? Somebody else that, number 1, doesn't even know who you are. Number 2, doesn't really care about you personally because he doesn't know you. I understand if, maybe one of my loved ones was, even if one of my loved ones was smoking weed or whatever, I would not cut myself just so they would stop. That just doesn't make a single, it doesn't make any sense to me, because harming yourself is not necessarily going to make the other person stop whatever it is they're doing, and you're just harming yourself, and it's awful. So that's my opinion on Cut for Bieber. Moments of Courage asked, what are your favorite stories on Amoeba? My top favorite story on Amoeba is definitely Life, Inc. And I do not remember the author of it exactly, but that story is brilliant. The plot is really interesting, and that story made me cry for an hour as I was reading it. Kate and Rebecca, my 2 friends who are also on Amoeba, told me about the story, and I went and looked it up over the summer when I had a day of free time, and I probably started reading it around 12:30 a.m. in the morning, and I just read the entire story through. It was 20-something chapters, but I read it all, and I was laying there in my bed at around 3 in the morning, bawling my eyes out because the story was just so good. So it's definitely my number 1 favorite. And my other favorites are Chromatically Challenged by Fabulous Micah, which is another story that made me cry. And Lightning Moments by Moments of Courage and Only the Good Die Young was a really good story until they decided to stop writing it. and um and Kate's stories, Only the Good Die Young, her stories are really, really good as well. So those are some of my favorite stories on Amoeba. And I have other favorites, but people aren't writing them right now, and it makes me sad. Oh, and another story is Snowden, which has multiple authors, but that's a really good story as well. And now we are over 5 minutes, so I will do some more questions later.